Hey guys, so today we are going to talk about my favorite way to organize my inbox and my task list. So, it is something that I started using a few months ago and I can't wait to share it with you guys. It's something called ActiveInbox. So, it will look like this, and they have a free trial. So if you guys want to test it out to see if it's a good fit for you, I think that, I did the trial first to make sure that it was a fit for me, and it was. So I did purchase. It's a small, I think it's about $40 for the entire year, which is a really good investment to keep you organized. And they do have an app for your phone as well, which I really, really love. And I like it more so for the tasks than I do for the emails because, obviously I got emails. And so this is look how fast my email box, filled up just from that. So let's say we have a to-do list, and then we can, oh, I closed it. So we have a to-do list, and then let's say if we have any of them marked as for today, which I do, then we have this. So I am planning on creating a podcast for optimization school, and I'm super excited about it, and I need to create an image for it. And I just made this task up because first I need to actually record the episodes before I make an image, but I made this up so I could show you some samples. So let's look at, we have it, we opened it up, and then over here you can add either a subtask or you can add notes into it. So let's say, for instance, if I have some notes about the image, bright, appealing image with large white text. Yeah, I'm just throwing this out here. Image of self, and let's see, just any kind of examples that you wanna make. And then let's say, for instance, the dimensions, if I knew offhand. I've made a few podcast covers, but offhand I don't really know if those dimensions are right, so please, don't quote me. But let's say, for instance, if I had a whole subtask, or if I had this as a goal, and then I could create my subtask list underneath of this goal and just click them off throughout. So it's really a strong tool, and also you can use this for emails as well. So let's say I open this email, she has something she wants me to look at, and I say, okay, I wanted to do it. And then I'll go back, and now it's no longer in my inbox, but it's in my to-dos up here. And so I could open it up, I could add notes if I wanted to, and then I could also assign a due date for it. You can pick a date, or you can just make it go out. And then also, let's say that you're waiting on something, because aren't we all always waiting on something from somebody? So you could click the waiting on, and when you're finished, you would just click this and it would be done, and it's no longer going to be in your folder. Now, what I do recommend is, since this is one of my clients, before I move her to the Active Inbox, I would assign, this is another one of my clients, so I would go ahead and assign her folder. And so you see there's difference. These folders are for Active Inbox, and these are our Gmail folders. So I would say this one, I need to assign it with Dr. Meg, and this is for her podcast. So I would assign it to that. And then I would also add the to-do on it, because what I want to happen is I want it to go from here to her folder, just in case I ever need to reference it again. And I just like to keep my client stuff with my client stuff, instead of in different areas where it would be in like the to finish, the finished folder or whatnot. So that is pretty much also, let's say for instance, I know that it looks like I have Boomerang on here, but I do not have Boomerang anymore, and I don't know why those subfolders will not go away. But if I click later, this is part of the active inbox, so you don't even need Boomerang anymore. You can use the active inbox for that. So it's like an all-in-one thing. And if you don't know what Boomerang is, let's say for instance, you also like to do a little bit of client work in the evenings like I do, but you don't want to email them at 10 o'clock at night and say, hey, I'm finished with your whatever, can you look it up? You know, I like to work on stuff at my leisure, but I like to send my emails in the mornings, just because I feel like it's more professional, and you don't want, you know, it's helpful for setting boundaries. So if you were to use something like a Boomerang, you could then no longer use Boomerang and just use Active Inbox because it has that feature inside of it as well. So there you have it, my all-time favorite task management system so far, where I can manage my emails and my outside tasks inside of one system, and I absolutely love it. Yes, I still use my self journal and I put my goals in there, but when it comes down to reverse engineering how to make things work and having an actual checklist of checking things off, I love Active Inbox for that. So tomorrow is going to be our last day in Gmail, and we are going to talk about my lovely signature right here. So I look forward to it. Talk to you tomorrow.